Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Matthew chapter 9, we have the author of the book of Matthew giving an account of when he was called by Christ to follow him. It says there in chapter 9, in verse 9, "And as Jesus went on from there, he saw a man called Matthew sitting in the tax office. And he said to him, 'Follow me.' And he stood up and followed him." And so Matthew is called by the Lord to come and follow Christ, and he just ups and goes. Doesn't seem to give any resistance or ask a bunch of questions. He just gets up and follows Jesus. In all likelihood, probably already had encountered Christ or had heard things about Christ. And when the call came to follow, he just got up and followed. But what I really like about this story is that it's immediately followed by Jesus reclining at the table in Matthew's house. It says, "Then it happened that as Jesus was reclining at the table in the house, behold, many tax collectors and sinners came and were dining with Jesus and his disciples." The call to follow Christ led to fellowship and feasting with Christ, which is consistent with what we experience in our own lives. We have a call to follow Jesus, and every day that call is renewed. Every day we wake up with the call to follow Jesus, to get up and follow him. And oftentimes that leads to difficulty and hardships and a denial of self. Christ would say in another place that if anyone would come after him, he must deny himself, take up his cross and follow him. And that's not always easy. It's sometimes very difficult. It's hard to go against our own will and our own desires to follow Christ. But the wonderful thing about it is that we get to then experience fellowship with Christ, communion with Christ, feasting with Christ. And this is something that Jesus very much desires. In Revelation chapter 3, he told the church at Laodicea, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone would open up to me, I will come in and dine with him, and he with me." The Lord wants to have fellowship with us. He wants to dine with us, so to speak, have that communion with us. But it starts with us following him. And so let's be thankful that as we follow the Lord, yes, there might be difficulties emotionally, spiritually, or physically, but we get to experience the presence of Christ, the fellowship of Christ, the blessings that come along with Christ every day. And that is well worth the struggle, the hardships, and the trials that might come along with it. And so let's be encouraged by this story of Matthew in that regard. And with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.